All right, you ready? Everything good?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. That's right. What's the intro again? How do I do it? It's Rob Square.
Oh, that's right.
Let's go. All right, back again.
Guess who's
Couple
back?
days. We're gonna real quick. I want to touch on this. Two things. 100 subscribers. We got 108 now. Thank you for all those that have been supporting us.
Yeah.
The early riders, right? The guys that were there before. We hit it big and had merch, and so we do appreciate that. And also, we're gonna get on a little schedule here going forward, so you know when to tune in. Tuesday around like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Friday, late lunch-ish, and then Sunday afternoon. For before the season starts, we'll have a little separate schedule, a little different once the season starts because of like waivers and stuff like that, or
Sure.
like recap, preview, and gambling segments.
Yeah.
But for the next 3 months or so, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, expect to see videos on the rag.
Yeah.
Not on the rag. That would be on the period. Our videos will be on the period. It'll be bloody as fuck.
And flowing.
We turn into fucking Englishmen. The bloody podcast.
Oh.
The little bloody podcast that could. There you go. So I have two things real quick, as I always do. Deshaun Watson, any updates? There hasn't been anything, but I have.
No, two more.
Two more?
26
Oh,
now.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so tie into our pot a little bit.
So, yes, there is an update.
we should ask Deshaun Watson to be our like prototype for Rob's ropes. Because he's done a lot of ropes, apparently.
No, he has no ropes because he's
got no
he's
power
running.
left.
It's like an engine that like. All right, I should change the oil. Like it's really dark right now. Like the oil's burnt.
Right.
But he just keeps trucking along. So.
And then there was this news story you sent me a couple weeks ago. I forgot to touch on here.
Yeah.
It's really great. Yeah. So it's about Geico, and apparently here's the title of the article. I read it. It's kind of mixed, but so Geico must pay $5.2 million to woman who got HPV from sex in a man's insured car.
Yeah.
Court rules. So essentially, she's saying because the guy had his car insured, she got herpes. The insurance company owes her money because they fucked in a car. I don't know how she can prove that, for one. For two, how does the car affect the herpes?
Because it's an insurance. Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
No, but if you fuck in a kitchen, right? Like George Costanza, right? The most comfortable room in the house.
Sure.
Can you sue like Maytag or one of them fucking dishwashing companies?
If you buy the warranty?
Yeah, like, dude, this guy had a warranty on his fucking washing machine. I fucked this dude on the washing machine or on the dryer. The dryer company must pay me for my herpes. What the fuck are we talking about? You text me this thing and you're like,
no, I know.
We're fucked. Like, as a
I
society.
said the world's like
very true.
Yeah, 100 because at least in America, because we're all about like litigation. We're all about having the courts handle it.
Hot coffee fucking burning you get $2 million. Like that makes more sense than this.
But yeah, and also that was like if you actually read the story of that,
it was bad. No, it was bad.
I just want to start with that.
Sorry.
No. But with this one, it's I guess the company by definition in the bylaw or the terms of the contract are protecting anyone from any ill will coming, right?
Yes.
That's when I read that
print
story.
Shit.
Well, I also read the article and it mentioned nothing of that. Just it was more shock effect.
It's crazy, right?
It's unbelievable. It really is, because it's if you upset me, if you do anything, like you owe me money, like what? It's to me, it's scary that money is the resolution to every single thing.
Yep.
Because
and all be all. It's crazy.
Money comes and goes.
Rob Squared. All right, we're getting into divisions here. We got 8 coming at you here. Hopefully we keep these a little shorter. We always got to do our little tangent at the beginning. And sorry if you don't like those. Sorry if you do like those. Or not sorry if you do like them. But
well, no, sorry, because you're going to get them.
Right, you're going to get them. That's what we do. We want to do them longer, but we got to try to condense these things.
Sorry if you don't like it, you know.
And the last... sorry, we're going to do it. maybe we'll give you some lube, man.
It might slip,
So the last couple have been really long, but we were talking ADP. That's going to go long. We're talking fucking 40 players. These are division previews. This isn't necessarily fantasy. This will tie into fantasy based on what teams are going to be good or bad that we think. But this is more gambling purposes. And just also to kind of just, gauge these teams. This guy's been excited. He's been doing some segments he didn't like, especially any of the rookies things. Yeah. And thank you for that, Caps. I think it needed to be done. Now, this is something I'm not excited about at all. So I am going to be so low energy on these episodes.
I can tell, yeah.
I'm kidding. You know I'm never low energy, my man.
So let's ride.
Yeah, let's ride. Let's ride. So we're going to go each of the...
I just couldn't sit back and be a part of destroying the Earth anymore.
Well, good for you.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. Each of these are going to be one division, 4 teams. Yeah. We're going to talk about the over-unders, and we're going to have a little game here, a little bet. So whatever, let's say Rams real quick, 10.5, just as an example. That's what it is. We're both going to pick over-under that number, right?
Yeah. Are we doing division odds as well?
Yes, we're going to do that later. That's more what the value is. But for this number, there's 4 in each division, right? We're doing $5 bets on at the end of the year. Good point. If I'm up 6, if I'm up 6, for instance, or you're up 6, then you owe me $30.
It's more likely the other way, but yeah.
Okay, well you get what I'm saying. So, and then we might agree on some as well. But like whatever the disagreements are, at the end of the year, we're going to go through and see who won, who lost.
What we should do too is I've shown you my. Well, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What we should do is if we can come to a consensus, every division we come to a consensus on, we should bet it and provide those odds at the end. Yeah.
Love it. All right, so we're going to start here with the NFC West, which is kind of the first episode we ever did. If you want to go back and look at that, it's a lot different. This is NFL win totals, each team, prop bets, stuff like that. I think we were a little worse. This looked a lot different. I was probably 10 pounds lighter. But we thought we were going to do, we had this plan to do every division, and that ended up going an hour and 10 minutes. So we're going to try to keep these like 25 minutes, hopefully. Give you some juicy nuggets, what we would bet, and we're not going to bet all these, but we're going to make our picks.
A little more direct.
And also I want to do a lock of the division, right? Whatever we feel strongest of, we got to do a lock.
Sure.
First team here, I'm going to start from the favorite, right?
NFC,
the highest number.
NFC
West. Favorite is the Rams, 10.5, and the odds are minus 110, so that's even odds. Last year they went 12-5, so you see why they're at 10.5, which I feel is kind of low. But it's low because it's a tough division. Now, the division has gotten a little worse in my mind because you have Russell Wilson out of there. I'm going.
Let's rattle them off first, and then
we'll go each. Okay,
we'll dive into them.
49ers are at 10, plus 100, so it's better than even odds. Cardinals are 8.5 somehow, minus 105. That's better than even odds. Mm-hmm. Seahawks 5.5, and that's minus 140.
Less than the Jets.
But no, actually they're both the same. Or Jets are 6.5 maybe. Well, we're just gonna. Regardless of the odds, we're going to go on the number that's presented.
Yeah.
So, 10.5 Rams, 10 49ers, 8.5 Cardinals, 5.5 Seahawks. So, we're going to start up here at the top here in the Rams.
Yeah.
As you see the numbers, which helps you kind of decide, when you see the numbers that, not every team can win 10 games, right?
Yeah.
I'm going over on the Rams here. Like I said, they went 12-5 last year. They had a bumpy kind of middle to end of the season. Not end, like weeks 11 through 14, I feel like they had that rough ride.
Yeah.
I'm going over here. I see they're winning 12 games again.
All right.
What do you got?
So this division is tough because obviously I'm biased, right? Like,
well, it's the Cardinals.
To me, yeah. Well, but with the Rams, it's when I hedge my Cardinals bets right now, I'm hedging it with the Rams because to me, spoiler alert, but the other two teams, I don't think have a chance. With the Rams, it's difficult. I have to find myself making excuses not to like them, right? Like I have to find excuses. 10 wins, so that would make.
They got to get 11 to win it. 10.5. They got to get 11 to win it. 10 loses.
So
that's the
11
caveat.
And 6.
11 and 6 wins
11
it.
and 6.
10 and 7.
All right, so we play. The division plays the AFC West. So the Broncos, Chargers.
Yeah, that's tough.
And
they play their own division.
And I believe the Rams play the Bills as well, which the Cardinals do not. To me, it's a 2-horse race. 11 wins, man.
But the thing is, they're as good as any of those teams, minus maybe the Bills that we're talking about, right? Like, I would put them up with any of the teams in the AFC West in a vacuum. used vacuum salesman.
No,
you said,
no. I would argue if the Raiders were in the NFC West,
Yeah.
the Raiders would be
Even
favored
with
above the Niners for sure.
Okay.
They might be.
So
favorites.
am I sensing an under here?
Under 11.
Well, it's 10.5.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going under.
Yeah,
but your
I
under is
will.
probably 10 though. Just so you know, you're not saying they're winning 8 games, correct?
I
They're
don't.
probably still a playoff team.
So I generally, in my heart, I genuinely believe that the Rams are overrated. I don't think they should have made the Super Bowl last year.
They are hedging like they do the last couple of years, all their contracts on win now mode. And they did just win the Super Bowl. Just to preface that, we forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
They did just win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you're under, I'm over. I'm not a hard over, I'm 12 wins.
So I got
You're
the
going
division
10.
odds here. This is on Bet River. So if you're in Illinois watching this, it's plus 125.
That's what I have here too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 125 to win.
I don't like that. I like the over the number because they could get 11 wins and not win the division.
Yeah.
All right, next team here, Niners, 10 plus 100. So they're giving you some good odds to bet the over.
Yeah.
The number I'm putting here in the odds is the easy number for the over. They were 10-7 last year, so they would have washed that, and I believe they were 9.5 last year, so they did hit over. We were both on the fucking under last year.
Yeah.
And I'm going under on this one.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not. I'll start off here. I'm not a Trey Lance believer.
No, I'm not either. I think there is some inherent. Here's the thing: is that it's not going to be a baseline. It's not going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. So, and there's two worlds in my mind.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, if they had him right now, I feel like they are a 9 or 10 win team.
All he's done is one.
Yes.
Like every single.
So, in one world, the most logical world is they're worse because Trey Lance is a project and he's not ready. Okay, but there is another world where he brings a different dynamic. He's got a stronger arm. He's way more athletic, and they're better. They're dynamic. That's the scary thing about that. I'm saying this is a 25% chance, right?
Sure.
But they win 13 games because Trey Lance is the real deal.
Yeah.
And he gives a Lamar Jackson vibe, but a stronger Lamar Jackson with a little better arm.
Yeah.
And Deebo Samuel replicates. Mitchell's the real deal. Sermon gets involved. Kittle stays healthy. The defense is real.
So essentially, this is what you're.
I'm going under though. Under.
So based on your devil's advocate argument there, so they're plus. I'm seeing plus 170. Right. What do you have?
I have 160 to win the division. Plus 160.
Plus 170 on Bet River.
Okay.
So if you like the Niners, that's
better than
my point is it's based on what you're saying is that Trey Lance has to be the real deal, right? He has to be
to get that number.
Essentially a QB1 for fantasy.
Yeah, borderline Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
which isn't happening. So
is that worth less than 1.5 to 1 odds?
No. And here's the thing though: is
that's the bet. If that's the
it's more of a bet. It's not necessarily a bet on Trey Lance as much because we know the guy has talent.
Yeah,
it's a bet on Shanahan and the Niners, which generally they do get the most out of players. Right? We're not saying Shanahan's a bad coach. I think he's overrated. But that doesn't mean he's a bad coach, right? Like a bad coach is Lovie Smith. A bad coach is fucking Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Sorry, I can't even say his name with a straight face. That fucking clown.
We were talking about our picks earlier. I think that's the best pick I ever had.
Urban Meyer. Last year, his best take last year, and you had some good takes.
I was
right away. You're like Urban Meyer's not an NFL coach. He's not committed. He's the worst.
They're fucks.
And I didn't believe you. Remember? I didn't believe you. I was about ETN.
Lawrence.
All right, we're both. I mean, I'm gonna put words in your mouth here. I put a lot of things.
Yeah.
Under on the Niners, right? What's your under? 7 wins? I'm gonna go with 8. I think they're 8-9.
The over is 10.
10. So you could
definitely under.
Right. We agree on that one.
I think they might be a 6-win team, honestly.
Okay. We're moving on the Cardinals here, 8.5, and you're getting minus 105, so it's a little better than even odds. They were 11-6 last year, even though they started off 7-0, but still 11-6 last year, a playoff team. Yeah. They did get decimated by injuries, which is part. Kyler got hurt, Hopkins got hurt. That's part of why they faded.
They went 2-1 with Colt McCoy.
They did, but then it caught up to
them.
But then it caught up to him, right? So I'm going easy over on this one. Fucking A, bro. If it was 9.5, I'd probably go over.
Yeah.
But 8.5, you give me a 9 and 8 and you win.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to the division odds here. They're plus 400 to win the division. Yeah. That's more juicy. But the problem is that's not a guarantee. I feel like 8.5. Worst case scenario with injuries and bad performance, they're going 8-9. So if their worst case is 1 or half game under their number, and maybe we'll say 7-10 worst case for the Cardinals, right? Everything goes wrong. Kyler gets disgruntled, sits out, gets hurt. Sure. Hopkins comes back and isn't the same.
Yeah,
they lose. AJ Green's cooked.
I think that's all based.
Zach Ertz
I think that's all based.
That's why it's 8.5.
They literally were the best team in football for the first 7 weeks.
Yeah.
They lost to the Packers because AJ Green didn't turn around.
Right.
High snap again. End zone and picked off.
They would have beaten the Packers. They'd be 8-0.
There you go.
Imagine
they they're probably winning 13-14 games.
That's the week that Kyler got hurt.
So right at the last play of the game.
Yeah.
And the one thing is that the division's strong. We agree it's still strong,
For
but
sure.
it was stronger last year. And I know the Seahawks only went 7-10 last year. I'm used to the 16-game schedule. Sorry, I apologize.
better.
It's a worse division than last year in every way possible, right? And maybe that's baked in the fact that Cardinals aren't as good.
Well, Russell Wilson left.
Wilson left.
The best quarterback in the division left.
We have a question mark at QB in the Niners, right?
100%.
We're getting a possible Super Bowl hangover. Usually it's a losing team, but still the Rams just won the Super Bowl. It's the Bucs thing. They can float through and make the playoffs.
The Rams got hot at the right time.
And they're a good team, but they could float through and make the playoffs. I don't know how motivated they're going to be. Get into the playoffs with the Rams and they'll win it. Maybe.
Well, imagine the pressure off of Stafford. Like, why would he? Like, he's also missing OTAs.
Why would he pick up that girl that fell off the stage? Why would he? There's no pressure.
He's a Super Bowl MVP.
Right? Okay, so
Right,
easy
Super
over
Bowl
for
winner.
Cards for both of us, right? We're both going over there?
Yeah, so to me, I know we're going to talk about the division odds, which is super juicy.
It is juicy.
But to me, the bet is the plus 115 for them to make the playoffs. Either the division or
125 on DraftKings. And by the way, real quick, what I'm reading here, where he's going to be talking about Bev Rivers for his stuff, but what I'm reading here on the stats here, this is DraftKings.
Shop your books.
Yeah, shop your books and find the. That's why it's nice to have multiple books.
Yeah.
Find the best odds for anything, the game lines, for the futures. You know, if you could find something with better 20% odds, fucking make your bet there. Even if you deposit a little money. We have no sponsorships on these books. I wish we did. Goldfish doesn't sponsor us. Fucking Torpedo doesn't sponsor us. These guys, dude. All they do is probably going to take us to court for fucking slandering their name, being involved with these clowns.
Yeah, right.
But whatever, we love it. We have fun.
Yeah.
Right? We have fun around here, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, are we?
I think so.
Yeah. Can you take the handcuffs, the shackles off my feet?
He's a chain monkey over here. Oh shit. No, it's fine.
He's a jokester.
Yeah, jokester. All right, Seahawks, last team, bottom feeder. Lost Russell Wilson, 5.5. The caveat is to bet the over, it's minus 140, so you got to risk 140 to win 100. Either way, for this exercise, we're doing the number. I think you're going under.
I am. I think the Seahawks are in line to be the same as the Falcons, the same as...
Oh, no, I don't think about that. Well, the Falcons have no talent. Seahawks have talent.
Dude, where?
Receiver.
Okay. But who could,
Jamal Adams still on that team. He's
so you're betting on...
Pete Carroll's a pretty good coach. A little bit past his prime, but he's old.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the retirement.
I'm going over, dude. They went 7-10 last year with a banged up Russell Wilson.
You would
awful
lay
playing.
those odds.
Well, no, but I'm talking about this exercise. We're not talking about the odds.
Okay.
Eventually, they'll go back because everyone's going to bet the under and it'll go to 110. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to pay some bet right now. This exercise is 5.5. I'm not going to make it 6.
Okay. Fine.
What do you think the record is? 3 wins? Is that what you're trying to say, Cax?
Yeah, I think they'll have a top 3 pick next year. 100%.
Okay. And I know we have the Jets, Seahawks bet.
Yeah.
The reason I did that is you gave me 3 to 1.
Why do you think?
So.
Why do you think?
Their schedule is rough, as you said, mostly because of the division they play in, and they play at the AFC West. But I feel like the other games, I haven't looked at it necessarily.
Yeah.
I should probably look into that when I'm doing this segment. I'm not trying to call myself out on being an idiot. They're going to have the last place schedule, right? So obviously they can't control the division they're playing outside, the AFC division. But they might have a Bears, they might have a Lions in there, they might have. All it takes is 6 wins, my man. Not much.
That's
6-11. Get out of here, Pete Carroll. Bro,
no,
here's the thing.
I'll confidently take the under,
dude.
honestly.
If Geno Smith's playing, the problem with this one is really tough because we don't have the quarterback. And I get Geno Smith's probably, it better be Drew Lock. And here's the thing is, we both like Drew Lock. There is a chance Drew Lock is good. We both know that. He didn't get a chance. And here's why he didn't get a chance. I was trying to explain this to Spitz, by the way. Shout out to Spitz. One of our new fans here. Mark Spitzer. Intern at Elgin Country Club. Love the kid. Great kid. I'll put a picture of him in here. I'll find one. No, so Drew Lock was not, you couldn't evaluate Drew Lock because the thing is, people were like, oh, he had good receivers in Denver, which is true, right? We like the receivers in Denver. Everyone's touting the fact Russell Wilson has almost equal to what he had in the Seahawks. You know what he didn't have? Yeah, that's not true. But you know what he didn't have? He didn't have a good coach. He had Vic Fangio, who is a defensive-minded coach, didn't have a good old coordinator. They didn't give him a chance to succeed. I don't care what his weapons are. If you're fucking running the ball the whole time, without good run scheme. He doesn't have a Shanahan run scheme, and he's got bad fucking. It's just they didn't give him a chance to succeed. Is what I'm saying. We don't know what Drew Lock is.
Yeah.
We know Drew Lock's arm talent is. Would you say top 8 in the NFL?
He can throw the ball
dude,
miles.
It's beautiful too. It's like
for sure.
He's got a little touch issue, but that guy can throw. He's Brett Favre, dude.
Yeah.
Now,
no.
Brett Favre's ability, okay, the arm talent.
Also, here's my biggest counter argument: is how many games did Russell Wilson win for them?
Last year or in general?
Just
all the
his
time.
tenure.
All the time.
Like, are they winning the Super Bowl with Drew Lock?
No. But we're
During
talking about 5.5, bro.
And they won 7 games last year with Russ.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would getting Baker Mayfield or Jimmy Garoppolo move the needle for you? Because they're more steady, like we know what they are, opposed to Drew Lock, where Drew Lock gives me the upside where they might win 8 games.
It would move the needle for me in the respect that I would be more confident betting the under.
Oh.
Because
They don't give you
it'll
the
probably
upside.
go to 7.5.
Oh, but I'm saying with this number right now, if you were to bet the over,
If they got Jimmy
so
G,
they got Jimmy G or Baker Mayfield, a healthy Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think Baker fits their scheme perfectly.
Agreed.
Right.
Would you agree though that Drew Lock possibly offers more upside than either of those guys because we know what those guys
Sure.
are?
Okay.
Now Drew Lock also offers way more downside, right? Jimmy G's a pro, and Baker is a
I would still argue
401 overall
Baker
pick, so.
hasn't hit his peak.
100%. How old is Baker? 24? 25?
Same draft as Kyler.
Yeah. Okay.
Or no, excuse me, the year before.
Yeah,
The year
either
prior,
way.
so.
Okay, so real quick, let's run through the odds here for the division. So you're going under, I'm going over.
Yeah.
So Rams 10.5, I had over, you had under. 49ers, we both had under, hard under.
Yeah.
Cardinals 8.5, we smashed that over.
I agree.
And Seahawks 5.5, I'm going over, you're going under.
It's such a low number.
I think
but
it's pretty safe to say on this one our lock is Cardinals.
Yeah.
Both locking Cardinals. So essentially, generally, if you watch last year's gambling segments, these were 1 week kind of things. If we have a lock, we were what 5-1 or 5-2. I think at one point we were 5-0,
When we
lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
But like, if we agree on something where we don't always see the eye, definitely
it's done
gambling.
super well.
Yes,
It's
so
done super well.
You know, he has a little bit of a
Because usually we're on the opposite side of things.
and you have a little bit of rose-colored glasses with the Cardinals, but the 8.5 is low. So
the Cardinals, simply put,
Yeah.
the Cardinals were the best team in the
Yeah.
league for the first half of the season. Kyler got hurt.
they lost a little bit of talent, but Kyler could be ascending. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyler could play better. We both agree he didn't play great last year, and they were at what 7-0. With Kyler playing the first 7 weeks, he was.
There were a AJ Green turning around.
Yeah, there you go.
simply
8-0.
Catch a loft.
Yeah. And you know, Kyler is. We both love Kyler, so he's ascending, and at the very least, he's going to play the same.
Yeah.
So he's going to run more because he didn't run. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to go through the division odds real quick. Rams plus 125, Niners plus 160, Cardinals plus 400, and we have Seahawks at plus 1600.
4-1.
Cardinals love that. And then I'm going to make playoffs here. Rams are minus 250 to make the playoffs. I don't want to touch that at all because they're probably going to make. 49ers are minus 225, plus 175 to miss.
Yeah,
That's pretty juicy. That's pretty juicy. Cardinals are plus 125 on DraftKings to make the playoffs. That's almost a better bet than the 8.5. I don't know, because they could not make the playoffs at 9 wins, but you get the extra, 30, right?
Yeah,
and then Seahawks are plus 1,600 to make, plus 500 to miss.
Plus 500 to miss?
No, sorry. It should be minus 500.
I was going to say, let's hammer that.
My bad. All right, any last thoughts on this division or anything to say to the camera or the people or show your nipples? What do you got? Anything? Want to do that? I'm saying like shirtless.
Yeah. The Niners, I don't.
I'm waiting.
Well, we're waiting.
Yeah, I know.
What
I know.
are you doing?
I just
He hates the Niners. Is that the long and short of it?
I'm so biased with this division, so I'm trying to choose my words wisely, right? Obviously everyone knows I love the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Rams, I think are overrated. They probably should have missed the playoffs last year. They were pretty rocky.
12-5.
Stafford is hurt going into the year. I know they signed a bunch of people. I mean that number is pretty confusing. The Niners, I'm super confident that they're not going to be as good.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, I'm super confident they're going to be at 4-1 to win the division.
Beautiful.
I mean that's stupid because
And,
I bet it.
Seahawks thoughts. Are you very confident in that under?
Yeah, the Seahawks. I don't.
So why did I take the over?
You tell me.
So up DK Metcalf's body.
Well, DK is a stud.
He's a thoroughbred. And all right,
just Drew Lock and Noah Fant are not pushing it the other way.
Noah Fant. Rap squared.
And it's been a complete joy.